Welcome to part 2 of my sailing adventures in Croatia. If you haven't watched part 1 of this series, be sure to check it out, but also, here's a little recap. I surprised my bestie with a 10-day sailing trip to Croatia, all expenses paid. We spent the first 5 days living on a sailing yacht and exploring Palachi, Korčula, Cedro Island, and Hvar. There was a lot of puking, swimming, dancing, eating, adventuring, and even a hospital visit, all within 5 days. Now we're spending another 5 days on a super yacht, starting now. After spending 5 days on a sailing yacht, we are now on a super yacht, my first super yacht, and it is fabulous. What do you think?
It's great. We've actually been able to come back to a couple of the places that we went to on the sailing yacht, and it's a little bit of a different experience.
A different budget as well. The sailing yacht was more budget friendly, and now the super yacht is definitely more on the higher end, but you're still seeing similar places. The food's going to be different. The speed of travel is going to be different. We might be able to see a little bit more, spend a little bit more in town or on the different islands with the super yacht, and just like the overall experience is going to vary, and we're going to be sharing that with you. So this is the luxury side of things. The Ohana is a family-friendly luxury yacht that comfortably fits groups of 12 to 30 people. It has a sun deck equipped with sun loungers and a jacuzzi, 2 bars, a large dining area, several lounging areas, and an awesome yacht staff. Welcome to my home for the next 5 days. This is my first super yacht experience, and I am looking very much forward to it.
Ohana, baby.
Welcome to our super yacht. We haven't even looked around yet, but we had just took a peek inside of our room. Just come in, check it out. Stay a while, but not too long. Ashley and I will be sharing the room at this time. We got 2 single beds. They look really cozy, and it's super spacious. We got a little work desk. We got a washroom. Looks like we have a big closet with a safe. This is like a 4-star hotel that moves on water. It's really nice. Now that we're settled into super yacht life, we're gonna have dinner with our group for the next 5 days that includes 20 travel journalists, the captain of the ship, and the crew before we head out for a night on the town of Split.
Welcome to Split. It's beautiful. We're on the castle grounds, or former castle grounds. Now we just get to enjoy all the older buildings and the ambiance. Things are closed right now, but I'm sure if they were open, it'd be high time.
We're just going on a little night stroll because we're not going to be able to spend much time here in Split. We got here late, and then we had dinner and stuff, so we're just like taking in the town from a nighttime perspective. The weather's great, buildings are beautiful.
Oh, an insider fact. Don't wear your heels because it's all limestone, so flats only.
Croatia has no shortage of delicious gelato, and I have no shortage of space in my stomach to fit all of the gelato. So of course, we're stopping for gelato.
Honestly, I can't beg.
Oh, and so many choices that are vegan.
That's the thing. It's like a dream for somebody who's dairy-free. Double fisting.
So good. As we're walking through the streets of Split, we're hearing an accordion. So of course, we have to follow the music, which leads us to a birthday party that we're obviously going to crash. I told you in the first video, whenever Ashley and I are together, it's a guaranteed good time. We are the party. We left Split this morning, and we have stopped at Bol, and it's a beautiful little island. The water is unbelievably clear. It's like the perfect day. October is the time to come, man. It is really nice. It's quiet, because usually this place is packed. All of these islands are packed, but it's quiet, less tourists. It's beautiful. The weather is like perfection, and we're just exploring a little bit before we head back to the boat and head to our next stop. This water is even clearer than my Berkey, okay? It's the clearest water I've ever seen. Amazing. Oh. Wine seems to be the beverage of choice on this trip. So, of course, we're gonna walk into this well-known winery located at Bull's Seafront Promenade.
And this is the closest winery to the sea than any other in the world.
Really?
Take a look outside.
Well, yes, I did. It's the closest in the whole world.
Yes, it is. And built by the sea because of the transport.
What are we looking at?
It's the original like glass tiles from this winery from inside. I think you can see them.
Wow.
You can hear them. Ahoy!
And I guess it drained out of here?
Yeah, and then they highlighted this. They didn't get rid of it. This would drain to the sea. And now it's a runway.
A wineway.
A wineway.
Work it.
Yancey, y'all. Yancey.
Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it.
They're fishing, which is Brad. Look at. They've got a bench.
Usually when you're on like a cruise or a super yacht, they have a little bit of a schedule so you can like get off and they'll take you to a certain location that they recommend, or you have the freedom to just go out and explore. I'm all about exploring on my own. I find it to be the most fun. It's spontaneous. You just like never know what you're gonna stumble across. And like European streets are just so interesting to me. The architecture, just the energy, it's so calm to me. Whenever I'm in Europe, I'm just like, stress level is like, and the food, you get to like go to local grocery stores and just see what the people are doing on their daily lives. That to me is my favorite part of traveling. And the food, of course. Speaking of food, there are so many pomegranates and olive trees here. This is the first time I've seen either growing on trees, and it fills me with so much joy. Anyone else feel that way when they see delicious food growing on trees? It's Sunday, so a lot of the shops are closed. We found a nice little jewelry shop, and I got myself a little puka shell necklace. And this was 70 kuna, so that would be, how much would that be in dollars? Again, I'm not even gonna try.
18 cents to every Canadian dollar.
Okay, I have to correct you have to correct me. Why are the shops closed?
The shops are closed because it's the end of the season, not because it's Sunday.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And tomorrow we will close too. Today is the last day. Yeah.
Ah, Ashley, we got lucky.
Oh! Half price!
Now that we're done shopping, for now, we're heading back to the yacht for some lunch. We're having lunch right now, and I have ordered the vegan meal. So I've told them ahead of time that I'd like to eat this way, and I got a stuffed pepper with tofu and sun-dried tomatoes and French fries or like potato wedges, and it's so good. So you can customize, your meal depending on what your dietary needs are, and it's delicious.
We have barbecue ribs, potato, and they taste, these are the best potatoes we've had so far. Tastes like home.
One of the best things about super yachts, in my opinion, are the water toys. And Ohana has them all. Time to jump on the Sea-Doo, take it for a ride. Ashley's driving though, so... Ash?
Is there any rules?
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't throw me off.
Oh, sorry.
Don't throw me
I meant for the captain.
To slow down if you are 300 meters away from the coastline.
Okay.
So be very, very careful. And he will give you instructions how you operate the jet ski.
And if you throw me off, you're going home. Early. Don't fuck up. Yeah. Yee-hoo! After all of the water fun, we are now sailing on over to Korčula, a place we visited with the sailing yacht. I look forward to exploring more of this beautiful place. It's nice to actually be back here and get more of the daytime because we were here later in the day, so we kind of only got the evening. So it's nice to see it in the sunlight and just wander around the streets. It's just so much history, so much beauty and architecture, and just like so rustic looking. I just love it. This is like my favorite part of Europe, just wandering around the streets like this with no plan in mind. No destination in mind, just wandering and getting lost, talking to the locals, seeing what happens along the way.
Marco!
Polo!
Marco!
Hello! This is the Marco Polo shop, and it's really cool. There's a lot of like compasses and sundials, there's maps and magnifying glasses. All of them look very antique-y. Look at this, look how big that is. That sea sponge? Oh my God, that would clean a big butt. Korčula Old Town claims to be the birthplace of the famous explorer Marco Polo, which is why this store is here. There's also a museum. Inspired, we set off to continue being explorers ourselves. Everywhere we've gone in Croatia has been beautiful, but this next place we're going to explore, called Makarska, is without a doubt the most stunning place. It actually takes your breath away. What are you thinking of this incredible place?
I don't even have words. Like, look. It's huge.
Speechless.
The captain said you can take a trail to the top.
How does looking out here make you feel?
Small.
It's like doesn't even do it justice, right?
No, none of my Instagram photos are gonna do this justice. And this doesn't close down. So all the islands that we've been to, everything's kind of closing down. But this does not close down. This will stay open. It's got cafes and bars and nightclubs, but also I'm assuming quite a lot to do during the day.
Let's go explore.
Yeah.
This has been my favorite stop so far. This city, town, would it be a city? More like a city, is absolutely breathtaking. Everything's open compared to the other places at this time of year, where a lot's closed because they're relying more on tourism. Where here it's more like a lot of locals. So everything's open, beautiful views, coffee shops, restaurants. The weather is perfection. It's probably like 25 degrees today.
It's beautiful.
Perfect.
Not sweating.
No, not sweating, not cold at all. Just perfection. I love how you can just like explore the streets, maybe take a coffee at one of the restaurants, have some gelato, come to the beach, go for a swim, look at the mountains. It's like the perfect spot. Oh, why aren't we staying here longer? Really? An hour to explore? I'll have to come back. Our time on the super yacht has been fabulous. It's been luxurious, delicious, adventurous, fun, and just about everything I hope for in a new travel experience. We're actually the last charter of the season, and next year, this yacht will look pretty different. It's getting a complete renovation, which means one thing, and one thing only. I'll need to come back, of course, and next time with my husband and daughter. These past 10 days have been everything I hoped they would be. I try not to set expectations when I travel, but I did this time around, and they were exceeded. I definitely understand why people choose to live on yachts and why so many travelers rave about Croatia. Also, if you've never traveled with your best friend, do it. Traveling with your bestie brings you even closer together and fills you up in the ways that you never knew you needed. How much were they?
Winners.
Okay, but still, $8.50.